What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Scott here. Back here to talk about Warriors-Lakers kicking off the second half of the NBA season last night. Last time these two teams met a couple weeks ago before the All-Star break was arguably the best game of the season so far. Lakers won 145 to 144. Steph went for 46 and LeBron had a 36-point triple-double. A little different here Thursday night to kick off the second half of the NBA season. LeBron did miss the game, but is expected to play Friday night at home against the Spurs. For the Warriors, it was Steph Curry dropping 32 and 8 with his staggering plus 25 plus minus. JK, Jonathan Kuminga, also had a plus 25 in the plus minus column. Andrew Wiggins had a nice start to his second half of the season with 20 points on 40% from three. Really like what we've been seeing over the last couple games, even before the All-Star break, from Andrew Wiggins, trying to get his groove back from a rough start to the beginning of the season where we've seen him benched. Now starting to back in the starting lineup, getting his rhythm back for the second half of the season, the stretch run of the season. Draymond was a normal Dre day, 8, 5, and 7 with a plus 19. Giving you exactly what he'll give you every single night. One thing we have seen recently is Clay, sadly kind of moving to more of a bench role, for people who have grown up with this dynasty, obviously the trio of Steph, Clay, and Dre. But, we've seen him kind of move towards more of a bench role, especially towards the end of the games. But now we've since seen him come off the bench for the first time since his rookie season. This was, I believe, the second or third game he's come off the bench. With the emergence of Brandon Pajemski having a really solid rookie year, it seems that's the direction Steve Kerr will be going, at least to start the stretch run of the season. If it goes well and they, continue to win games, they've been doing better over the last 10, 15 games. I imagine they'll stick with that the rest of the way. And should they make it to the playoffs, throughout the playoff run as well, unless adjustments need to be made. Last night, both played 28 minutes. Pajemski put in 10 and led the team in rebounds with 9. Clay had a rough shooting night, only hit 1 3 and was 1 for 9 from the field overall. He did add 5 and 4 to help contribute to the win in some way. He's going to find that role. He's a winner. He's won ever since he's came in the league. Obviously a part of the 4 championships and a big part of the 4 championships, so he knows what it takes to win. If this is his new role for the rest of the season, especially when Chris Paul comes back, I believe Steve Curry even mentioned that after the game last night. That'll be a lethal tandem coming off the bench, CP3 and Clay, getting that going. We also saw an increase in Trayce Jackson-Davis minutes, and if he gets more minutes off the bench, including Dario Saric, both played 15. Trayce Jackson-Davis put in 17 and 5, going 8 for 10 shooting from the field. And, I'm really excited about the bench unit whenever Chris Paul does come back. I believe he did start playing 5-on-5 in practice, so we should be close to that, I believe, from what Steve Kerr said. And if Clay continues to stay on the bench, I'm really excited about Chris Paul, Klay Thompson. If Trayce Jackson-Davis can play that, 5 role, he's kind of an athletic, scoring big, whereas Looney can come in and help give you that defense. Then you have Dario Saric, who can kind of play the 4 or the 5, more of a pick and pop guy, can pass the ball really well. Then you still have Moses Moody off the bench as well. Add some minutes. You have GP2 for the defense as well. I'm really excited about the roster. Last night, the Warriors played 13 guys, I'm pretty sure. So they have a really deep roster that if everyone is playing solid and they really have it rolling, this team is really dangerous. And even if some guys don't have it going, they have a deep bench where I believe Steve Kerr would be comfortable, playing any of the 13 guys in a pinch because they've been getting experience throughout the regular season, and I believe they will down the stretch run here. For the Lakers, Anthony Davis got his with 27, 15, and 3 blocks. However, he was negative 16. I think not so much to do with him, but I think the Warriors just had a really on-offensive night there. Lakers did have 4 of their starters in double digits. No one from the bench reached double digits, though. That was a big key. Not enough scoring power with Golden State clicking on offense like they were. And then the Lakers were struggling from the line at 67%. For the Warriors, they do have Charlotte on the second half of a back-to-back on Friday night, who come in on a 4-game winning streak. having won last night in Utah. Steph, Seth, with Dell on the call. Should be a family affair for the Curry family in Chase Center on Friday night. The Lakers are at home versus the Spurs, who have lost 4 of 5, and LeBron should be back in the lineup. Overall, this was a great kickoff to the second half of the season. Obviously, if LeBron was in there, I think it would probably be a little bit closer game and more entertaining. I don't know if we'll get another game this season like the first time these guys dueled earlier in the season, but the potential for another playoff matchup between these two teams is very exciting, and I believe both of them are going to have solid second halves of the NBA season. To close it out, will one of them, both of them currently in the play-in tournament, will one of them be able to nab a 6 or even a 5 seed? I think 5's stretching a little bit. If one of them can nab a 6 seed, that would be huge, stay out of that play-in, or will both of them stay in the play-in and possibly match up again like that second round series last year. But anyway, we'll be back. Thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.